B Morgan.
Take this shit over.
It's that B Morgan. You know the vibes.
Underdog in my town, one night, you be gone. Used to riches, bad bitches, fake niggas get on strong. 3-point, star shooter, Hawks with me no 11. Watch it top the suit pattern. My bitch want the new Birkin. I'm with the stars up, I'm looking to rage up. Off the drip, bitch, slip shots, the kill called the coroner. From the bottom, too many losses. Now I must fill my cup, sweat my nuts, I deserve it. You know the vibes. On them red trucks full of, you know the vibe. We outside, nigga. You know the vibe. We make them guys, I should slide. You know the vibe. You know the vibe. You know the vibe. You know the vibe. You know the pinky lip down shit, probably quick niggas know the vibe I'm on. Stretch 600 bumping bad bunny with a bad bunny hoe. I know you want me to rain on you. I'm just trying to see what you and your friends don't do. Cause I need a model, show me attention. It's someone up, double your cup when you want my section. I got the gang now. What's the mansion? You know we outside, watch how you slide. Niggas ain't dancing, cause you know the vibes. When them black trucks full up, you know the vibes. We outside, nigga. You know the vibe. We make them guys, I should slide. You know the vibe. You know the vibe. You know the vibe. You know the vibe. You know the vibe.
Yeah. You already know what it is. Like he said, you know the vibe. That was smoking with. You know the vibe.
Yeah.
Rawrrzone. You know
Woo!
It's your boy CP the DJ. Yeah. You already know what it is. Welcome to the Rawrrzone. Katie
Well,
K.
we are here. What's good, boo? You back from your super secret mission?
Nah, I just decided, you know the vibes. Decided to jump in, take time from the secret mission, you know what I mean? Come show some love to my family. Welcome to the Rawrrzone, it ain't a party without CP the DJ in the building. What's up?
Well, I'm here, man. I'm chilling, Unfortunately, another person from our family is not here, aka Mr. Hoodie Prince.
Yeah. You already know the vibes, Mike.
If it ain't one shit or another, right?
That's the Hoodie Prince right there. Michael Bostic in the building. What's up?
Shout out to
you not here, you still here. You know what it is.
Yeah, he on a super secret mission now too, man.
Look, it be like that. Look, that's why it's important y'all tune in to Welcome to the Rawrrzone, because you never know who you gonna get. It might be me, it might be just Katie, it might just be Mike, it might be all three of us, you might just get all music. You never know with us. What's up?
You never know. But shout out to Ray Fame on the check-in.
Ah, my guy, that's music to my ears. You're ready. You know the vibes, my guy. What's good?
He said an angry face. I don't know why, but
probably because we didn't start the show with his song. It's all good. I got you, bro. Don't worry about it. We got you. We gotta get you back on the show with us. What's up?
We're gonna have a little bit of a time before that happens, But
that's a fact.
But when he does come to the show, it's gonna be a whole party.
A whole lot of that shit. You already know the vibes. I like that.
A whole lot of whole shit. Because it's a whole lot of whole shit.
Hey. I like that though. What's up, bro? That's that real one right there. Check that out. On all platforms. You already know.
Featuring Coney Brooks and Pretty Girl First.
Of course. The king of New York. And Miss Pretty. You already know.
Yo, so tell me, what's the vibes? How was your Memorial Day weekend?
My Memorial Day weekend was full of barbecue, and I was chefing it up like it was no tomorrow. You would have thought it was Thanksgiving where I was. I had the crab legs, had the mac and cheese. I still owe you mac and cheese. I didn't forget. You got a birthday coming up. I might break quarantine and bring you that mac and cheese. We got to talk.
Oh, God, yes.
I might have to break that quarantine rule just to get that mac and cheese over the that side of the curb.
Yeah, the other side of the third world country.
That's a fact. That's a whole figgity fact. But it was cool. Had to chilling out with the wife. The missus. Shout out her. Shout out Nicole. You know what I mean? But regular shit.
Time out. Shout out to you, by the way. I would have said it last week, but even though it wasn't your, the actual day of your wedding, y'all still married to me. So congratulations.
Thank you. You know the vibes. You know the vibes with that. She ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. That's the yang to my yang. You know what I mean?
I feel you. I feel you.
Just saying. She out here. She snatched the nigga up. So we out here. She snatched me up. It's over.
Oh man.
You know what I mean?
You missed a dope week the other week.
Nah, I was tuning in. I told you, even when I'm not here, I'm still here.
Of course, but you didn't. You only got your one question in, man. You didn't get the full ambiance of what Scylla is.
You know what it was? I was enjoying the interview, and I was enjoying all the feedback, and I was just like, you know what? If I can just get one wish, if I get one question in there, I'm good to go. That's it. That one question just shows my physical presence. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoyed that interview. Most definitely, I can't wait to get another in-person, in-depth interview post-quarantine. Feel me?
Bro, I can't wait for anything post-quarantine. Did you hear they're opening up Long Island tomorrow?
Yeah, they're doing phase 1. I'm telling you, once they open up New York, this quarantine shit is a dub. That's all they waiting for is New York to open back up. But my thing is, I really don't want the rush. Honestly, I'd rather them do it like they doing it with phase 1, phase 2, whatever they're gonna do, and go from there. Like I'd rather them do it like that than to open it up full force and then just to shut it right back the hell down.
Yeah. I don't know, man. The world is lapsy. I'm spending my week.
You try to be like me? Oh, y'all missed me. Oh, you missed me.
What?
I see you got a little microphone now.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all missed me that much. You got a microphone in my absence. Oh, I hate you.
Can you hear me clearer? Can you? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Good. So on that note, here on Welcome to the Rawrrzone on DTF Radio and Platinum Radio, Saturdays 5 to 7. Whoa, let's go into that first song and then we can introduce our guest who we're still waiting for, Miss JDymonds herself.
Listen. But wait, you ain't say nothing about how you was doing. How was your Memorial Day and all of that?
My Memorial Week quarantine was amazing. I did nothing. I shut off my phone. No one bothered me, and I slept in the AC.
I mean, that's what's up. I definitely can respect that. But we're gonna get into that JDymonds, all that Trumps, and come back with more Welcome to the Rawrrzone. It's your boy CP the DJ, KDK. We here. Michael Bostic is here in spirit. Let's get it. All that Trump, JDymonds. Let's kill.
It's your girl JDymonds, baby. She gotta be mixed with something. That's what they be saying. It's like, I'm about to tell you in a second what they be saying. It's like this. It's like, dad, why could get all that Trump? Dad, why could get all that Trump? Dad, she gotta be mixed with something. She gotta be mixed with something. From the heights and jurors to the bagel loose screws, some of the finest home cooked meals, making every day Sunday from Big Mamas to Mickey D's, Spanish like Italian families, BBQs to cookouts, falling out hustling. Yeah, my trunk got the measles, guaranteed you don't want plans to please you. Caution boys, when this microphone broken by, it's like, dang, why could get all that Trump? Dang, why could get all that Trump? Dang, she gotta be mixed with something. She gotta be mixed with something. Why could get all that Trump? Why could get all that Trump? She gotta be mixed with something. She gotta be mixed with something. Yeah, this girl's a mud. Italian, Colombiana, coconut line, explains the slang. I got the full feature, face, sipping thighs. in my body. He's not ready for the chunk in the trunk. It's okay. One man's tongue is another man's treasure. Fashion, design, exotic cars. Beat my ride, but you need to be on. This white girl got flavor. My trunk's like 2 stolen apples. Everything inside of me makes it like, dad, who white could get all that trunk? Dad, who white could get all that trunk? Dad, she gotta be mixed with something. Dad, she gotta be mixed with something. Dad, who white could get all that trunk? They be saying who white could get all that trunk. They be saying she gotta be mixed with something. They be saying she gotta be mixed with something. Shake it, oh, that's how we do it, shake it, oh, now make it bounce, see it, now make it bounce, see it, now make it bounce, come on, shake it, oh, let's see it, shake it, oh, now make it bounce, now make it bounce, yeah, now make it bounce, come on, Dad, why do you get all that trunk, Dad, why do you get all that trunk, Dad, she gotta be mixed with something, Dad, she gotta be mixed with something, Dad, why do you get all that trunk, they be saying, why do you get all that trunk, they be saying, she gotta be mixed with something, they be saying, she gotta be mixed with something, I wanna shout out Dynamic Duo, baby, it's a hit right here, yeah, J, DYMONS, $, that's for my voice on brain, baby. Now you know. She gotta be mixed with something.
She gotta be mixed with something. Hey, that was all that trunk by JDymonds.
Hey,
With something. I'm just saying.
Oh man, we live right now on the DTF radio, the DTF radio app, and once again, you can catch us on Saturdays from 5 to 7 on Platinum Radio. We are welcome to the Rawrrzone. I'm here, CP the DJ's here, and without further ado, we're gonna bring up our guest, Miss JDymonds herself.
Hey, what's good?
Hey,
what's going
What's up,
on?
Kate?
oh
What's
man,
up,
I see you.
CP?
I see you in different looks, man. I dig it. I dig it. I dig
This
it.
is my laid down, like laid back look.
I like it. I like it.
You know, usually I have to get all fancy and this and that, but this is just my laid back, chilling, vibing.
I like it though. Listen, it's 10 o'clock at night. We in the Rawrrzone.
That's a whole fact.
It's a whole
You
fact.
know, I can't get my nails done. You know, shops is closed.
Girl, I can't get mine done either. It's okay.
I can't. I apologize. I can't concur to that statement.
Come on, CP. They gotta be something.
Nah, I got my nail lady Miss House calls. I'm sorry. She loves her loyal customers. But nah, I gotta get right into it. I was really digging that track. Or that, like, what was the whole concept behind that song? Like, it was definitely one of those you just sit there like, hey. Well, what was the whole concept behind? Hey, get it, hey.
Oh shit! It's our third guest host.
Say what?
It's our other guest host, Busy B, that want to hide behind CP.
Listen. There we go. But yeah, like, what was the whole concept behind making all that trunk?
Well, you know, it a lot of people just think like I'm straight up white because of the color of my skin. So, right. But when someone gets to know me, they know I'm mixed. So they know that I'm Colombian too, half Italian, but 50% Spanish. So a lot of the times it's just like, you know, when it's just the whole concept, obviously, guys, if they're not a chest person, they're an ass person. So
right.
That's what, just from experience, where I come from, that's what they look at is the ass. So
I mean, it's part of you behind them, one or the other. So you're gonna see one of the two.
Mm-hmm. But wait though, are you an ass?
I'm nice on the top too. You know, it's a perfect size.
Oh,
okay, I hear that.
You know, I'm blessed. It's in the right spots. So.
Hey,
so Jay, Jay, talk to me. Do you like are you a chest girl or an ass girl?
Ooh, dang. That's I think
Do you want her to wear the nice bra, or you want to see her in that song? The song.
Dang. It's everything, to be honest. It has to be like the whole package for me. But if I had to pick, oh shit, I can't. I have to plead the fifth on this one.
Nah. Both.
I
like it.
I with both.
Yeah, it has to be, because it can't be like, it definitely can't be flat.
Oh right. Yeah, if it's a pancake ass, that's no good.
Say that again, Kate.
If she got a pancake ass, she gotta go.
You're looking at it all wrong. It's all about personality.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's tough. Look at him. He's laughing. He's like, dang, I can't believe I said that. He's like, lies.
Nah, we like both. First of all, I don't.
Right. No, but she's just saying if you had to pick.
Right. Huh?
I don't know.
Right? See?
I don't know, because
I mean, no.
On this,
let me stop lying.
Team boobies.
Okay, I'm not alone on this.
Because no ass, I can do with no ass. I'm cool.
Right. I could deal with no ass. If you hit it the right way, you can make that ass develop.
Exactly.
Get them back shots the right way, get the angles right, then you can make that happen. But
no matter how squeeze the nipple, your titty not gonna get bigger. You gonna be easy.
Shout out Ray.
Yo, Ray said
two nipples, you gonna sound like a young Jeezy ad-lib.
Ray's like, get them flapjacks out of here.
Facts.
Yeah, nobody want to flip pancakes in the morning.
Nah, even my pancakes be fluffy, so I'm just saying.
All right.
Get that buttermilk fluff in there.
Oh, you so good.
Oh, yeah. When the extra fluffy, and then you got the whipped cream on top.
I like that cake I just made.
Word.
Yo. If the ass cheeks are flat enough to high five, she ain't my type.
If her ass is that high for you to high five.
Right. Like if you got a high five, nah.
You're supposed to be down
But what about guys too? I mean, we're just talking about female. What about guys too? Like,
well, that's an answer question for y'all to answer.
Come on, Katie.
Yeah, Katie. Answer that, Katie.
Hey, come on, because obviously for a guy, then obviously we're not gonna look at his chest, right? His body or his ass or what?
But see that they have to come in the sweatpants though. There's a whole sweatpants challenge.
The print, no, right?
Okay, there's a whole sweatpants challenge. Okay, first of all, if Mikey's watching this, you still owe fucking Silva a sweatpants picture.
You advocated for Silva now? Damn, Mikey.
Listen, remember that show.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, we died on the show one day because one of the guests told the co-host, how big is your penis?
None of these two. It's not CP.
No, it's not them. It's Mikey. He's normally here, but he's on a super secret spy mission in like Cambodia or something.
Oh my gosh.
You always putting us on some islands or some countries or something. I'm with it.
Fuck it.
Put me in Jamaica. Put me in Hawaii.
As long as it's nice outside.
Right. On somebody's beach. You know what I'm saying?
Tell us a little bit about you before we start talking about more ass and sweatpants. And tell us about you. You recently came back into music from a hiatus. How does it feel to be back?
Yeah, like I said before, it's not so much like I left because music is just in me naturally. It's more that my priorities as far as getting my stuff together that I wanted. Like, I just wanted to have my own house. So I wanted to work for that goal. You know how you set little goals for yourself. So it was something that I was like, nah, you know what? I want my own place. I don't want to rent from no one no more. I don't want a landlord. I don't want to be living in people's houses. I've been living in people's houses and I can't stand it. and the all day rules and all this and that and the third. So from there, because I used to just be from house to house, families, house to house. I never had my own. So it was like, then one time I got an apartment and then I couldn't stand landlords and their rules and shit like that. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to save my paper, work on the things that I need to get in my own house. And that's what I did. Because all my money at the time, when I was linked up with Arab, I went hard. I knew a lot of people. Like I ended up knowing Just Blaze, 88 Keys, Arab Music, and that was all from my grind. If I didn't stop, I probably would have made it. Like when you say make it, like really successful, because I was already being successful with dealing with these big producers. So it's like if I would have kept doing it, I probably would have made it. It's just sacrifice. It's just my predicament and what I was in at the time. I just wanted something steady, like stable. And I knew that I had to set my priorities and get that handled before anything else. Now I'm in a position where I can go hard and make it happen.
Okay, and what was that experience like working with the name producers?
It gives you, it just lets you know that you're on your right track. It's kind of like a sign, like you on the right path. If you continue to keep working hard and believing in yourself, like you can do it. So that's what it was like. Like, you know, I got these producers like right in front of me, like 88, we're going to do an EP. That's a 2-time Grammy award winning, like not nomination, but a winner. Like it's hard to get Grammys. Like, so we're going to be working on that for the EP. And then just to be working with Arab Music, it's a big accomplishment. There's only going to be levels to it. So I plan on just going even higher than that. You know, I plan on going all the way. So it just feels good that you guys, like, even though like we may have like you can count the people on our hands up in here, but like it's the point that the process, the journey, and trusting in it, because this is going to change, you know.
What was your initial reaction when you first heard your track on J45?
For me, it was like, I guess it was dope in a way, because it was kind of like, wow, I'm on live radio. But for me, it's just like, I think when you hear like someone pulling up next to you and they're playing it, I think I would have had more of a reaction, because I kind of like was in my driveway turning on the radio. I think if I was in the streets and someone pulled up listening to Shade 45 and I heard my song, I think I would have been more excited. You know what I mean? Like
I completely understand.
It just hits different. But for me, it was like I was happy because they have over 33 million listeners. But I think like that overall where you just hear it on the radio, and like if you're in shopping or something, I think that would be a different feeling. Like the real excitement.
Okay. What's up, Kate?
You said you had mentioned, you know, you wouldn't be doing everything like without like the media and everything helping, because you and I have spoken separately. How do you define, I guess, your journey coming here? Like if you had to put everything in one type of song, what type would it be?
I think it would kind of be like a struggle kind of song. And I would think it would be more about something therapeutic, the process of like believing in yourself. Like, because a lot of people always want that recognition, that acknowledgement, like, you know, or damn, why I ain't got, you know, 20,000 fans, and these people, like other rappers that ain't really, that we feel that is not up to par. You'd be like, dang, they got over a million followers and I don't have it. Like at the end of the day, you really don't need that recognition. It's just, you need to believe in yourself. Like when you believe in yourself, I'm talking about 110 where there's no holes, because people, haters or whatever you want to call it, they sense those holes. You know what I mean? And those are kind of like flaws. And when they see a little bit of like, you know, discouragement or anything or a lack of, that's what they go after. So when you have it like 110% where you really believe in yourself and you go hard with it, they can't touch you because you only need you. At the end of the day, you just need to believe in yourself and go hard with what you believe in.
That's a fact. I mean, I encourage haters. I like haters.
Yeah,
I love the haters. My thing is, and we talked about this before, and I'm sure Busy being an artist himself can attest to it. It's like, if you hate on me that much, that means you taking the time out to talk about me. So now, whoever you talking to that didn't know who I was before now knows of me. Huh? Whatever you said, they still know of me. So
Exactly.
now, their own judgment or their own comment or whatever. So now it's like, look, damn, you hate on this person so much. Let me find out who this person is and why you hate them so much. And then that might be another fan you get. So
haters are your biggest fans and your supporters in your career because they talk about you without you ever giving them a shout out.
Yes, that's just how I feel about that, to be honest. But it's just believing in what you do.
Facts.
that's a whole fact. So who would you like to like collaborate with? Either in the indie circuit or mainstream music. I know everybody has their top 5 or top 3s or whatever like that, but who would you like to work with or collaborate with and why?
For me, I think instead of like an artist or whatever, I think for me it would be more of like producers. And I'm talking about like someone like even with Just Blaze, Timberland, DJ Khaled, you know, for me, I would want to deal with someone like that to see how that hit would be. You know what I mean? Because they're so particular and they can hear different, and that's what they're blessed to do. So to actually be able to work with one of them, that's the reason. That's something that I would really want to do.
I'm glad you said that. But there's a question that I've been posing to a previous guest that we've had on the show. Because like I said, everybody has their top 3, their top 5 artists, whether it be genre, R&B, rap, whatever. But I always pose the question, who would you consider to be, for you, your top 5 producers? And then on top of that, it would be which one you feel would benefit you the most for your style and what your ear of lyricism from greatest to least or vice versa?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's any particular order.
Okay.
But I mean, I would really want to work with, and there's a lot of producers I don't really know, but from what I do know, like DJ Khaled definitely.
Okay.
I know Missy is someone that I would love to work with. Pharrell, definitely Just Blaze. I already had the opportunity of working with A-Rab, and I'm gonna be working with 88 Keys, because those are legends in itself. And then of course there's a lot of other big artists out there too, like you know, London the Beat and stuff like so. Big producers. So, but those ones that I named, like, very interesting. Even to work with even Drake with OVO, like their stuff is crazy too, because DJ Khaled is always talking about it.
Right.
I think it'd be really interesting. And then you got a lot of people that play the back. So but those would be the ones that I would want to definitely work with.
Yeah, I can hear you on like a Justice League track or something, right? Because you gotta, not only do you got a sense of like good music, but you got a story to tell. And I feel like with the right person behind the boards, you be able to, you know what I mean, deliver it, and it'll be something not only heartfelt but enjoyable for people. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that. And that's actually how I feel. And that you hit it right on the nose. Like for me, that's what I'm looking for, because I feel like if you have that right person, they could do that. And that's the reason why I try to reach out to Just Blaze and kind of have that reunion, because he is so musically inclined. Like that boy, oh my gosh. Like he could pull out a record from the 40s and
Right.
like he knows his ish, like, and he can just come up with a hit like that. Like he's intelligent, like it's crazy. So that's why but at the end of the day, as part of God's plan, I don't really know. All I know is that I'm just relying on what I feel, and I feel like I'm going in the right path because I feel it. But yeah, let's see.
My love, what kind of genre do you place your music under? Because I feel like it has like sometimes a Snow the Product type of pop rap feel,
Right.
but then sometimes I feel like you're rapping. So how do you feel like you could sum it up?
Well, no, you kind of said it right. That's kind of what it is.
Oh, I got it right.
That's kind of what it is. I mean, but don't get me wrong, like I could really go in if I wanted to, but I don't think like that's my lane. You know what I mean? I'm definitely like, I know that if I really sit down, if I had to battle and I could really do and go bar to bar, like do some crazy stuff, like I could do it. It's that's just not me. That was not ever my thing. So for me, it's more about songwriting. It's about making catchy songs. It's about making people feel good. And I'm just here to inspire and tell my story. Cause like if and music being my platform to do that and help people. Like I just honestly want to inspire people and let people know that you can do it.
Okay. So we met during the quarantine. And through StreamYard. So shout out to StreamYard. But as an artist, how do you feel like this quarantine has helped you progress as an artist?
Honestly, like the Rona helped me because I was so busy. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was so busy with work. I sell cars, so that was my focus. Like, as a commission base, you got to move cars to get paid. So for me, it's just like I never had time. You know, that little bit of moment where people be like, "Oh, when you get home, just take that hour to work on it." Yo, I didn't have that hour because my job took that hour. Like I wasn't working no normal 40 hours a week. Like I was doing some demon shit. So it's like I wasn't trying to be mediocre in sales. I'm moving units. And so I'm trying to get trying to get commission up because that's the higher pay. But it took so much of my time. Like it didn't leave me, not even 15 minutes. Like I had to get sleep. So the Rona really helped me because the whole the whole world kind of shut down and you had to stay home. And that gave me time to really jump on my songs. That gave me time to copyright it, BMI, copyrighted with the state, like push it out there, promote it. And then hopefully when we reopen, I could start doing visuals for it.
Okay.
You know what I mean, Katie?
I know what you
mean. I see you in the streets doing squats and you don't have your mask on.
Listen, I had my mask on. I couldn't breathe no more. I had my mask on. I couldn't breathe that bitch no more.
I'm teasing. You can do what you want. As long as there's no way.
You know what it's like to have that. You know for a fact being out in the streets and that mask constricting your face like you fucking Bane.
Right.
I can't.
He's laughing. Oh, shoot.
I heard of Everything I Rock. But for those that haven't heard of it, tell us a little bit about Everything I Rock.
So basically, it's an anthem for anybody that works hard. I don't. Whatever you do, I mean, it could just be down to the shoes you rock. It could be the job. It could be the job you have. It could be your religion. It could be whatever it is that you believe in, that you worked hard for. that's what that is, a freaking anthem. Like, but obviously, you know, you got to push it. You got to push it. You got to have a budget to push it out there for someone to hear your music. So that right now is that's my main thing. That's my strategy. How am I going to get it to people? So I'm very grateful for this right here. Thank you, Katie. Thank you for this happening, because this is what does it. You know what
But
I
you know,
mean?
you gotta thank Ray too, because he's the one that introduced us.
Yeah, definitely. Ray knows what's up. Like he already knows. Like he already knows. Like if whoever goes first, like he already knows the deal. Like I'm mad loyal. That's what I'm about. Like that dude's gonna be right there with me. You know what I mean? So it's like, and I hope you're not even I hope the same, because even if he didn't, I would still feel the same love. That's just how I am. But it's about pushing it, and it's just an anthem. Like, yo, I work hard for this. I don't care if it's the car you driving, whatever it is, where you living, your eyeballs, they open up in the morning. Thank God. You know, it's just one of those songs.
I feel you. So usually I introduce the songs, but I feel like I wouldn't give it that proper justice. So if you don't mind, can you introduce your single while I get into it?
Of course. It's your girl JDymonds, JDymonds. You can check that out for .com. This is Everything I Rock, produced by A-Rap Music. Let's go.
Let's get into it.
DTF Radio.
It's JDymonds. I don't know why you came here for. Everything that I brought, I came up on. But the girl knows. Best believe my name on boards. Now they like JDymonds, you killing them. Patience is a virtue, killing them. Money in the bag, securing them. You can't tell nothing. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Everything I rock, I work hard for. But I know one. Look, toast it up if you came to get it on. You like you on, the rain was only gone. The night was looking rough. My mom's wake up like your mom's. I was raised to hustle like a man, though. Make something out of nothing cause I can, though. Bring when they see me cause I'm wise. Head on my shoulder, superwoman in a Lambo. The girls get misled, let me tell you something. You live there, move on, but with different punches. JDymonds, boss lady, yeah, stop flying. You can't see it, your vision's not 2020. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Rely on no one. Look, I told Abe, oh, now I'll be right back. Ain't the view of his beats, I got the right tracks. I got that product fiends and feeding straight crack. No money in, no money out, that's the hustle money. Coming from the females, a hard pill to swallow. I'm out for dead persons, represent me. It's all about that cream, not the one in between, yeah. If you know what I mean. Peaches, cause if I want it, I get it, and if I need it, I have it, and if I said it, I did it, and if I bought it, I flung it, and if I rocked it, I copped it, and if I wear it, it's copping, and if I do it, improve it, and if I need it, I got me. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Rely on no one. Cause if I want it, I get it, and if I need it, I have it, and if I said it, I did it, and if I bought it, I flung it, and if I rocked it, I copped it, and if I wear it, it's copping, and if I do it, improve it, and if I need it, I got me. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Rely on no one. You looking at me like I ain't competition. I'm looking in the mirror, that's my competition. I'm winning like I ain't got a pot to piss in. The 2 cents, not my mission. The A-Rap money I'm cooking in the kitchen. Popped out my mom's box, a woman's decision. My body and soul, I'm uplifting. You act like hard work is luck in a man's world. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Everything I rock, I work hard for. Rely on no one.
Jit. That was Everything I Rock. By me. That is definitely a gym banger.
CP, Katie.
That was definitely a gym banger right there. I definitely see myself, hitting the weights, doing the leg press.
With a leg press.
Yeah. I don't be doing the. I can't be. Nah, I can't have an upper body and then have skinny legs. That ain't gonna happen.
Oh shoot!
Gotta make sure you have, the upper body and the lower body. You know what I mean?
Who knows? We might see Katie, doing a couple of swats talking about
Listen,
that rack. I
respect it. I will definitely respect that. Katie, what's up? What's up? Katie, your mic, you're muted. It's all good.
It's all good.
No, my shit was turned off.
Yeah,
my shit was turned off.
She started the set early, so she didn't want us to hear her doing her crunches or her, her stretches, so she put it on mute. I know.
Not true.
It's all good.
Tell me how mommy came from the liquor store today buying like wine. Mommy, not
Right.
me. I was home. I have my room to vouch for me. And she came back with wine because she uses it to cook, in all honesty.
Okay.
But these two big jugs of Chardonnay. So mom is not watching and I'm here doing like tricep curls with them shits like yo. If I had kids, this would make so much sense and probably be an essential workout.
Oh God!
How many reps you do, Katie?
And how many reps of the triceps? Whatever someone tells me to do until I get tired.
All right.
See, don't do that, because I nigga like me, I'm like, all right, do 100.
That's what I do with light weights.
Wait, what have we got over there?
I be foul camera, bro.
He got that good.
I'm a guest too, technically.
Yeah, we're guests too, technically.
So what's next for Miss JDymonds? What's next? Where do we see it? What's going on post-COVID within the next couple of months, the next year?
Hey, my mission is getting it out there, getting the songs in the right hands. You know how it is. It's like 1,000,000,001 rappers. So it's, to try and weed out of it so I could cut through and be like, hey, not kind of cut through, but like go really hard with my journey. So like this way I could reach, like, hi, hey, it's me, it's JDymonds, I'm home. Like I gotta get to the right person. I gotta get into the right hands. The next step is the EP with 88, and definitely visuals for these two singles.
Okay. Well, I can tell you now, I'm definitely gonna be adding these two songs to the Rawrrzone radio playlist when I bring it back.
Yes,
Are we coming back on Friday?
We might have to come back on Friday. I'm just saying, welcome to the Rawrrzone radio. Been missing for a little bit. I had a little hiatus. So
it's all right.
I come back.
On a super.
Hey, sometimes people need that little break.
Tell me about it. Yes,
it's very needed.
But I'm definitely adding those tracks to the welcome to the Rawrrzone radio mix that we do on Friday nights. So tell them where they can find you.
JDymonds.com. That's the main website. Basically, it'll reach out to everything. So that's JDymonds.com. And then right there, bam, you're gonna see all the links to all the social platforms. And just stay tuned and rock with your girl.
And last but not least, what piece of advice would you give somebody up and coming or trying to do where you at now and beyond? Like if you had to give this moment, you know what, I'm gonna be a mentor to this person. What would you tell that person starting up in the industry?
Remember, I told you it's about believing in yourself. I really strongly believe in that because, if you don't, then other people are not gonna believe you. And it's just you really have to believe in yourself and quality. Quality is everything. I know people talk about, I got 50 songs. I can go up in the studio. I got 50 songs to record. No, focus on quality, not quantity. It's all about quality and how you're putting yourself out there, because if you do come across that one person that is the one to help you and you're just coming through sloppy, it's just not a good look for you. That first impression is everything.
My love, though, I love that we got this chance to talk. We need a part 2 in person.
Definitely.
So hopefully when the station opens up, we're going to have you on. And then we're also going to have you on our rotation on Rawrrzone Radio, as well as the Platinum Radio rotation.
All right. It'll be lit in person.
I can only imagine. I can only imagine.
That's a different kind of vibes.
I'm with it.
All right.
My love, once again, thank you so much. And we're going to go into this music break live on DTF Radio and Platinum Radio. We're going to come back and have Venomiss.
Sounds good.
Thanks for rocking out with us, JDymonds.
Thank you so much.
Anytime. Keep striving. It was nice meeting you guys.
Nice meeting you.
Let's go.
Bye, boo.
Bye, baby.
Bye.
But now it's your boy CP the DJ, rocking with my homie Busy B, Katie K. We're gonna get into this little music break and come back with the one and only Venomiss. We're gonna start y'all off with the Princess of Rock ENT. Doo-wop. Let's go.
Ooh.
Jolly Rancher white raspberry lip poppin'. That's my nigga.
Let's go.
Took all my wrongs and made them right.
Right.
In your wrongs, just write in this song, cause I want the world to know that you're mine.
Shit.
I tell these niggas they are missed too. For you, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. I know you're the one, like the sun, and when you hold me, you bring me to the moon. Babe, I'll do anything to keep you happy. Trade material things, I'll need to worry. You know I'm coming, no more back to give up the niggas and see that shit. Baby, you know you're the one. It's on my heart right from the very start. With all your charm, I knew you meant no harm. Nothing's the same, you changed up the whole game. Now I wanna spend my whole life with you. Hey. Second verse is my offensive lady. To go hard and take care of you, baby. Making sure you never been mistreated. Giving you everything that you needed and more. Baby, yes, I'm sure you see what's in store. Just forget about the past and let it go. Sooner than you know. We'll be coasting on to see your love. And I'll never put anything above. I'll love you, love. Cause boy, you do so much. I'll always be your love. Hey. Oh, you know your love is so good. I can't wait going down no I should. That thing, that thing, that thing. That thing, that thing, that thing. Oh, you know your love is so good. I can't wait going down no I should. That thing, that thing, that thing. That thing, that thing, that thing.
Shit. That was the one and only Hyena, Princess of Rock, UNT with Dua. We gonna keep it going with the homie Silla. Call us one with love. Let's go. You hearing this exclusively on Welcome to the Rawrrzone Radio.
Dear Jenny, I'm writing to you today in hopes that you'd like to spend one last day together, with the option, of course, of coming with me if you enjoy our day. I'm hoping that the extra time spent together will help you see that you're not meant to be with anybody else. Meet me at the Thunderbird at dawn. I'll be waiting. With love, Silla. This goes out to you. Hear the tremble in my voice, it's cause I knew that there would come a time where I would have to choose. So I love this, so I love you. You don't even know your favorite color blue. Now let your room, not that simple thing you chose to do. Girl, that's not you, girl, that's not you. But I wish I couldn't do, I couldn't do. Come and tell me all about how I'll provide the booms while you provide the tunes. I'll provide the paper while you provide the room. We can go in all nighter like we used to do. I can tell you a fighter, girl, I pray for you. The best way to your heart is through your smile. And I know it's been a while, I know it's probably bad. You probably wanna kill me, but instead you down. You call me up to fill your cup and fill you up and down. Said you've been in my dreams, you've been in my dreams. You know why? You've been in my dreams, you've been in my dreams. Don't be shy, girl. Always choose the life, you know that we were never given. Always choose the one, you know who needs the most forgiving. And maybe with some time and baby, just a little fixing, we can make the picture right, yeah, we can say we fixed it. Just love you. Yeah, the trouble in my voice, just love you. There was never time when I would have to do. I love you. It's so hard, so hard. Forget this hard, it's hard. I'm saying you know you gotta choose. I love it, I love you.
This man's in it's a pretty image.
Shit, hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Call us one, me versus you.
Nah, you right though. I ain't got in front.
Girl, I'm so tired of everybody always got something to say, but never be that right though. Girl, I'm so tired of these leeches. They want to be a friend of that shit. Please. Y'all need to go. Please. Got beef with hoes. Me. Got hitters in the back. I'm spray that. Off red, love my mama clap that. Back up to the home, I'll play that. You mad about the way I trip, or you mad about the way I speak, cause I'm playing. Hitters don't hate, that's all I gotta say. Never press go, cause I'm still getting paid. This time, yeah, man, I'm running up a check. Running so hard, I'm going to the break. They taught me how to get that paper. Mama told me never trust no paper, yeah. And they come to the test. Now look at me, I'm the best of the best. Say that you bought it, but I really can't tell. I don't know, you really something to tell. Me versus you, it's all about me, and it's not about you. You talk about the game, but you never come through. You know how to in the game, nigga, what about you? Me versus you, you hating on me, tell me what you gon' do. I'm still count check, why you looking all blue? You say fuck me, but it's really fuck you. You, me versus you, it's all about me, and it's not about you. You talk about the game, but you never come through. You know how to in the game, nigga, what about you? Me versus you, you hating on me, tell me what you gon' do. I'm still count check, why you looking all blue? You say fuck me, but it's really fuck you. Bitch, sit down, let me tell you the difference. I be worried about a bag, why you still up in your feeling? It's funny showing out on the ground, why you mad? Cause you hating on the bitch that's raw with a bag. And my nigga got a way, think I'm mad too. All the shade you be throwing, that's that, boo. I don't wanna expose you, girl, I'm too busy on beat for the lane, asshole, that's silly. I get to the bag and I throw my feelings. Wake up, I'm the baddest in the game, bitch, grow up. No stopping my shot, cause we show up. Man, love to the shot, make it roll up. I'll never back now, I just pull up. Said she ready for the kid, bitch, good luck. Said she ready for the kid, bitch, good luck. Me versus you, it's all about me and it's not about you. You talk about the game, but you never come through. I'm the hottest in the game, nigga, what about you? Me versus you, you hating on me, tell me what you gon' do. I'm still count check, why you looking all blue? You say fuck me, but it's really fuck you. You, me versus you, it's all about me and it's not about you. You talk about the game, but you never come through. I'm the hottest in the game, nigga, what about you? Me versus you, you hating on me, tell me what you gon' do. I'm still count check, why you looking all blue? You say fuck me, but it's really fuck you. You, me versus you, it's all about me and it's not about you. You talk about the game,
Me versus you. You hating on me, tell me what you gonna do. I'm still count checks, why you looking all blue? You say fuck me, but it's really fuck you.
Let's keep it going. Let's go.
The stars they light me, I'm falling.
Since youth, yeah, my life been full of them trials and tribulations, like 1,000 situations, like the night that was set that I keep fixing. Yeah, to hate them, time was wasted, but I ain't waiting. Doors are locked, so I had to pick them. Doors are rocked, so I had to kick them. He was all shocked, digging at me with a depression had me falling down. That 9 to 5, I was crawling out. What you talking about? I'm sporting sound, so I'm talking now. But it felt so loud that I felt like I couldn't breathe. Anxiety had me like that, I felt that I couldn't leave. I know what the achieve the amount of things that I
Go, let's walk falling. Let's go.
Right in front of you, nothing left to lose. Oh, I can just see me. I'm falling.
He was watching and I was falling. Nothing left and I was calling. Nowhere to live and I was sure then. All the others rapping, I was raw then. Kept it straight, unscripted back. I was down and out, and no one cared. A lonely child, alone the wild, so home style. Selling drugs, just to eat, to keep myself up off the street. I picked up beats and I started spitting. Rachel sheets and half the gimmicks. Quit that biz and I started winning. Got a job and half and dinners. Had some kids and I raised them well. I wrote my dreams and I wish them well.
Right in front of you, nothing left to lose. Oh, I can just see me. I'm falling.
The life is smooth and the stars are blind. In the past and the cars are shining. So you're writing, that's what fine. No one was there when I was declining. All the issues that I have seen, and that I've been where I have been, and I can achieve when I achieve. Then you can dream and you achieve. When people best know it ain't easy. On the way up, a lot of people tried to fleece me, but it's so good brands and kept it PG. Infectious and game like a TV. You see me on YouTube on your TV, but I do a lot of things on my CV. Fueled up like BP, stay connected in the game like BT.
All of the stars, they blind me. I'm waiting for someone to find me. Falling through the night sky, I'm falling. All of the stars, they blind me. I'm waiting for someone to find me. Falling through the night sky, I'm falling. All of the stars, they blind me. I'm waiting for someone to find me. Falling through the night sky, I'm falling.
That was falling. Let's go. Let's go. Let's keep it going. We're happy now.
You could see without a stare that you're the flyest one in here. While you celebrate your year, shout your sign, it's your time. Are you happy now? Ready to plan? Are you happy now? On the plan? Are you happy now? On the dance? Are you happy now? You made it to a new year. Happy birthday.
China Lopez. Happy now.
Are you happy now? You alive to say otherwise. You're the star of the room and they're all hot. Yeah, yeah. More life. Give the threat to your friend. Don't hurt the champagne. Let it overflow. You've been overwhelmed. This is overdue. You're getting older. Save that for mañana. Not sure on what you're cooking up, Benihana. Baby, that's well done. I know you're thankful. Now welcome to the new you. A bit wiser now. Let your tear out. Put your wig out. Now there's progress. I give it to you. Progress. It's the best. Show them how you run it like you run for Congress. Say that's progress. I give it to you. Progress. It's the best. You the best. Are you happy now? Ready to plan? Are you happy now? On the plan? Are you happy now? On the dance? Are you happy now? You made it to a new year. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Are you happy now? I heard you a cat at home. Show love to my tour. Big ups to my gentleman. These girls, are you here tonight?
Jib. That was Happy Now with Tiny Lopez, thus concluding the Rawrrzone mix. What's the word? What's the word, KDK? Got you. What's going on with the world? How y'all enjoying that music break, though? Hope y'all really enjoying that break. You know how we give it up right here on Welcome to the Rawrrzone Radio. KDK, you trying to talk to me? You quiet, girl. You quiet.
Yo, you missed one song though. You missed our guest song.
I really wanted to come back and just talk about that mix real quick before I play that blessing of a track that I got coming up for y'all. Because we have a wonderful artist about to bless us with her presence.
I'm wearing her shirt too. I'm wearing pink.
See, I needed people to see that shirt that you was rocking before I played that track. But we're going to get into it right now. It's called 7 Deadly Sins, and I'm eager to hear this track. So I hope y'all enjoy this. So let's go. I need a shirt.
First there comes the envy and they chasing lust. Greed and jealousy, they always watching us. It's 7 deadly sins when they come to us. Yeah, 7 deadly sins when they come to us. First there comes the envy, then they chasing lust. Greed and jealousy, they always watching us. It's 7 deadly sins when they come to us. Yeah, 7 deadly sins when they come to us. At first you get the money, then you get the power. Once you got the power, you go on the back and cower. Yeah, they coming out the woodwork, I'ma eat them all, devour. I'm feasting on the eagles, we can go at it for hours. Assassinate Creed in 24, they call me Bauer. And you don't know Jack, cause the fact is that I tower. Well, but the game, they all the same on horsepower. I watch them all complain while their faces looking sour. I take over your airwaves, your TV and your browsers. It ain't no competition, cause the sheeples, they allow a bunch of noise, saying nothing, niggas blockers don't count us. Moves don't need to be discussed because we screaming louder. Yeah. First there comes the envy, then they chasing lust. Greed and jealousy, they always watching us. It's 7 deadly sins when it come to us. Yeah, 7 deadly sins when it come to us. First there comes the envy, then they chasing lust. Greed and jealousy, they always watching us. It's 7 deadly sins when it come to us. Yeah, 7 deadly sins when it come to us. Mistake was the envy while you watching my play. Second move was jealousy that got you filled with this hate. Pride a little higher ego that you need to display. I leave you filled with all the sorrow while you eating your face. They call me Hannibal Jr., I'm eating rappers like steak. You just a glutton for the punishment and karma you make. Feel my rap coming at me with them female traits. While these chicks is breaking bread, you out here playing their face. You ain't me giving, I take. I ain't just cooking, I bake. Fuck you talking on the dumb shit, we can't even relate. I get this love and it's great when I'm out of the state. From Carolina to New Jersey, steady mobbing the straight. I ain't just playing, I spit. I ain't just pretty, I hit. Blow for blow, bar for bar until these niggas submit. Bitches wish there was a hat that never touching my clip. Don't you wear for all this music? Fuck you thinking I quit?
Yeah. You know it's Venomiss, right? Stand the fuck back. You niggas spending money everywhere I go. Let's go.
Yeah. That was
Ow. What's up, y'all?
Yo, what like straight
I
like
miss
straight
you.
fire.
No, hey.
Fire.
Oh my
Thank
God,
you.
she's so beautiful.
Thank you. You know, I'm quarantined. I gotta not quarantine like I'm sick, but you know, we got everybody's in the house, so I'm outside in the car, like, all right, let's get some quiet time in. So I get this interview done, you know. What's good?
Man, It's been a whole year since I've seen your face.
I know. Listen, she
Holy
shot the
crap.
most fire photo shoot I have had. I had so much fun. Like, I'm so mad. I'm all the way in North Carolina, and I've been supposed to come back a few times, and and then this Corona stuff happened. I'm like, man, this is messing up my plans. I'm supposed to be in New York. Like,
Dude, we were supposed to be in Germany in March.
yeah, we were. Oh man, my lights went out. Oh no. Oh, y'all
Oh
can
no!
still see me.
Still see you. Good.
Yeah, y'all can still see me. It's cool. You know
Yeah,
how
you're beautiful.
You know
Yeah,
how
no,
technology be.
batteries.
You sit still too long, the car cut off. Come on now.
It's
Mom.
so that battery. You can still see you.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
good.
that's good. So,
So,
but
what was the inspiration behind that fire? Like, I was just like, yeah. Like,
yeah,
Get it.
what?
Seven Deadly Sins was one of them things I got pissed off. Like,
I
when you're in the
figured.
industry, it's a bunch of when you're in the industry, you meet different people and you meet people with a lot of drama with them. So Seven Deadly Sins is me telling them that I'm not gonna let them put me in them boxes, basically.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, y'all want to play? Y'all want to play games? Here we go. Let's go. Because I'm still a lyricist first. Like, at the end of the day.
That was yo. I was just like, all right, but see, that's why I said I had to do that justice. Like, I knew we were supposed to go. I had to come back, separate that from the music break, and give it its own platform. I was like, nah, I couldn't let that slip in there with the music break. And I'm glad I did, because it definitely would have overshadowed that whole selection.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm a lyricist first, so like anytime something bothers me, I go to ink and pen. Like, that's just my go-to. That's my voice, you know.
Like, that was straight cipher type vibes right there. Like, I was like,
yeah.
He's his cipher. All right, cool. I'm with it.
And I'm a cipher shorty. Like, at the end of the day, I'm a cipher shorty. I've been in a lot of ciphers. I've done a cipher with Marv One and Chilla Jones and Quest McCody. I'm in another cipher with Blonde Fury. Like, I do that too. So it's like, that being said, like, you might get that vibe sometimes on music, you know?
Oh
so,
no. She's very aggressive with her rap though, but it's worth the listen.
Thank you.
I
know when to be aggressive, and I know when to put the skirt on. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying.
You know when to turn up and when to
I know when to put the lipstick on versus when to just attack. You know? Yeah. Is it, get you a girl that can do both? That's what I be saying. Gotta switch it up sometimes.
So, my love, it's been a year since we last interviewed you.
Yes.
What have you been up to since then? I know you were in a couple of ciphers. I know you did an event. With you did it in Charlotte where you gave.
I went on tour with Caskey for a while. I did what else did I do? I went on tour with Caskey. I opened for Devin the Dude. What else I do? I went to Orlando and I did the cipher with Marv and Quest and Chilla, and I've been hosting events and writing my 4th album and like just moving.
Wait, there's another one? Wait.
Yeah.
What?
I'm working on album number 4.
Okay.
Hashtag quarantine vibes.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a vibe right now. So I'm working on album number 4. I don't have a projected release date. Like, I like to just create, and that's just where I'm at now. Is like, I'm just creating, and then whatever I choose to come out with, I just want it to be what I'm happy with. So I'm taking my time with it. But it's been fun. Like, it's been fun. It reminds me of working on the first album where I work on things. I put it to the side if it's not a good fit. Sometimes, like on my first album, half of the songs that's on the first album I didn't want to put on the first album, and when I went back and listened to them again, I was like, you know what? I like these songs, and they turned out to be the best songs. So sometimes you just gotta let stuff marinate.
It be like that. The first listen, I don't like it for this. But then when you play that, like, but everybody's going and all the critics is going and all the fake, like, yeah, that's great. It's going, and you play like, yo, I like that. I'm glad I left it like that. So it'd be like,
sometimes your mood change, your energy change, so the direction of the album might change. Like my first album, when I was writing it, I was in a very aggressive mood, and then it just turned out in I turned into like a vibe. Like I wanted a vibe for the album, so I scrapped like 10 songs and went back to the drawing board because I wanted it to be a vibe. Like I didn't want it to be just aggressive, you know. So
right. So
yeah.
I wasn't fortunate enough to be with y'all last year for
Yes.
the interview that
Rock
came.
was.
That's
Yeah,
all.
Rock was.
That's all good.
Shouts
My
to Rock.
manager could be there. That's fine. That's his job to manage and be everywhere. That's not
Yeah.
mine. He's Mr. All-in-One. But I did have the chance of going over, some things that were sent to me and stuff like that. And I did read up on you and things like that. And I just wanted to know, like, how did it feel to be nominated for like the New York Underground Music Artist Best Female Rapper?
Crazy. The one in New York that I was nominated for was crazy because let me just talk about how prestigious that was for me to be nominated on my first album, by the way.
Nice.
Remy Ma has won that award in the past. Nicki Minaj has won it in the past. It's been one of those awards that you win it and you go on to bigger and greater things. So to be nominated on my first album with no major label pushing me, completely 100% independent, was surreal for me. Like I didn't expect that at all out the gate, and it's kind of fueled me to keep moving because I was like, damn, if people recognize it to that extent on my first project with nobody behind me, just me by myself pushing it, and then I know I got something. So I just been working ever since then, and I've been all together nominated 29 times across the country, and I've won 8 of them, including 2 Best Album awards that no female has ever won. So
I was like, yo, she followed it up with 2 awards for Best Female Rapper of the Year for Album of the Year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and no woman has ever won. It was Album of the Year, and no woman's ever won either one of those.
So how did that make you feel to win not only one of those, but to win 2 of them?
It's like an out of body experience. Like it's like, damn, they really love it to the, people really resonate with it. And I mean, even to this day, my first album, people will send me screenshots of my first album, and people will call me and be like, yo, I'm playing this album, or I'm playing this song, I'm playing that song. And to me, like that's the highest compliment you can give an artist. Is that you heard what they said, and when people come back to me and they're like, yo, when you said this and this on this song, I'm like, all right, I did my job because you heard what I said and you repeated and you comprehended. Yes, we're winning.
It's good when they know more than just the lyrics, right?
Yeah. No, they be like, and then it made me think about this and that. I'm like, oh, see, I got you. So it works.
So my love, you did the tour last year. Now that your rollout for No Favors, No Regrets, No Apologies is now done, how do you feel after that whole experience? Because I was with you through that time.
No Favors, No Regrets, No Apologies was like, that was like a beast to get out because it was completely independent. It's me by myself. It's my third album. People have high expectations of the third album, and it was received pretty well. It did pretty good. It grew pretty fast. People liked it. It did pretty well, and I'm anxious to get back to work and get the follow-up done. But I also want to do it the way I want to do it. So it's a lot different when you're trying to do it, when you're doing it the way you want to do it,
And it's more difficult now because you're more like you focus on your music, but you also have the heavy responsibility of your 9 to 5, saving the world and doing all of that, and your personal life. How do you manage to juggle everything?
Very delicately. It's very, very, very difficult to juggle. I still work. I have a daughter, so I do still work. And that being said, like, somebody said one time, like, you can't be perfect in everything. You have to hone your skills in one thing. And I'm somebody who fights that tooth and nail. Like I do really well in my day job. I do really well in my music. I do really well in parenting, and I balance it really well. It's a very delicate balance, but I've managed to balance it so it works out. And then, right before this Corona stuff happened, I was to the point where I almost could step out full time on music, like almost, like just close enough. But the biggest thing that keeps me with a, trying to balance a 9-to-5 job is the fact that music does not have benefits. You know what I mean? So if you get sick or, there's no benefits there. And so that being said, like, you gotta, as an artist, you gotta balance it as long as you can until it becomes unbearable, and then you let it go. And I'm really close to that point of just letting it go, but I'm not there ready to do it yet. I want to stack a little more bread first, but we move. We get it done.
We chasing.
It's a lot of long days though, because I can't front. Like sometimes I gotta be up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm in New York, and I gotta drive 10 hours first to get home to do it. And sometimes I'll do interviews late like this in person, and then have to drive 4.5 hours back. And like I move. Like I'll be in Orlando, and then I'll be at work in the morning. Like I don't play. Like when it's time to work, it's time to work.
24 hours?
Huh?
What do you do? Drive 24 to 48 hours?
Yeah, no, seriously, I will. I've driven to New York for a show, performed on stage, handed them the mic, and drove 8 hours back, and was at my desk in the morning.
That's dedication right there.
And the thing is, I've had people say to me they would have never known if I didn't tell them. You know what I mean? Like they would have never known because I balance it the way I balance it. So, it's my superpower.
Okay, girl. I mean, she's an amazing driver. I do gotta say that.
I didn't kill us, so we all right.
We made it. We made it from a store. I made it to Manhattan to go meet her at her hotel.
Yep.
To go to Queen. We went to Dumbo.
There we go. We
got lost in Dumbo. Then got lost going to the station in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
But we had mad fun though.
And let me talk about that weekend real quick, since we bringing that up. Let me say, I didn't just drive in New York. I drove from North Carolina to Boston for a TV interview. Yeah. I drove from Boston to New Hampshire for a radio interview the same day. I drove from New Hampshire to Brooklyn for an interview. Did the interview in Brooklyn, dropped my bags, went to the studio for 2 hours, went to sleep for 2 hours, got up in the morning, shot with her. Went to Pennsylvania for an interview, went to New Jersey for an interview, and then drove 8 hours back to North Carolina. So,
bless
by
you.
myself.
Bless you.
Yeah. So
people need to level up like her. That's all I gotta say.
It's called dedication. If you want it bad enough, you're gonna work for it. That's the bottom line. I don't give in to excuses. Like it is what it is. If I'm alive and I'm awake, I'm gonna do it.
I definitely respect it. Like with this whole COVID thing, we be looking at artists like, well, what are you doing? What are you doing now? Now that you can't move nowhere, now that you can't go. If not everybody has a studio in their apartment, but are you still working on music? Are you still writing? Are you still ready to record? Are you doing memos? Are you doing all this other stuff to make it so that
And you know what? And I'm gonna say this: not all work is about studio and writing and stuff like that. Sometimes you gotta take time to work on yourself too. And there's a lot of people running around here who need to work on themselves so that they can work in the future. You know what I mean? And we got the ultimate get out of jail free card. We sitting in the house for months at a time. We're never going to get a break like this again in life. If you are not working on bettering yourself and bettering your spirit and bettering your energy and your drive and your ambition, then you are wasting this time. This is the time to do it, because we're never going to get this again. Like I've been on the road for 4 years. Like I've been 4 years of shows and 4 years of not having weekends. I've been in my house more in the past month than I have been ever in 4 years. So that being said, like I'm using this time to do the things that need to be done and get myself prepared for the next steps, because it's coming fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hear?
What is the next step?
Okay, what happened?
I want to know what's the next step right now.
None of your business.
What the fuck? At least I
find out when everybody else finds out.
No, still, I'm Katie. What the fuck?
I'll tell you later.
Okay, cool.
No, I got some stuff in the works. Shout outs to James. He's been helping me out. He's getting ready to start managing me. So shout outs to James and his company. They've picked me up as a management company.
Yes,
So
you finally got a manager.
Yes. And let me say something. I have been doing it by myself for a long time out of choice. Like I've had people who wanted to manage me, but I know how hard I work. And if you can't outrun me, you're not going to be able to do it because I'm going to bother you because I'm going to be like, okay, what are you doing? But what are you doing?
So, and as a manager, you would want that type of artist.
Exactly. Right.
That's the artist you want to gravitate towards. And if you're a manager and you're not doing that, then you're not going to yourself. Because I would love to have an artist that wants to work harder than me. I shouldn't be riding you if you want to make it in this business.
Exactly. No, that's my pet peeve is I'm not going to tell you what to do and I'm not going to baby you. If I ask you to do it and you don't do it, then I'm just going to stop dealing with you. So that being said, I've been self-managing for years. And where that came from is when I opened for KRS-One and I opened for him and I met his wife and shout outs to his wife. She's been her footprint for how she manages his business really helped me understand a lot of things because they do everything in house and she manages the business side and he's the artist and she takes care of everything behind the scenes. And when I seen her doing that and I'm, they got me opening in I think Greensboro, Richmond, Charlotte. And when I'm doing these cities and I'm seeing her run everything herself, I'm like, why can't I run everything myself? She's doing it. There's no reason why I can't do it.
Right.
So I've been self-managing for 4 years now because of watching Simone run their camp. And that was very influential to me early in my career. That was my first major show. I opened for 5,000 people and watching her run his business was really influential to me to say, I don't need a manager. I can do this on my own. And I've been doing it on my own, but now I've reached the level where I need the buffer and I need the space to be an artist. So, big things again. I'm going I've got some tours coming up overseas. Katie was touching on that. We were supposed to go overseas and COVID shut us down, but it's still coming.
Flat.
COVID shut us down. But it's coming. I've got Germany, Istanbul, Turkey, Italy, London, Australia in the works. I just gotta wait till they lift these restrictions and then I'll be on.
So you mean 2021? Because that's the way we're going. Even if they open.
I mean, really, that's cool though. I'm not going nowhere until I'm sure the zombie apocalypse is not happening. After that, I'm good.
Yo, I swear to God, they talking about opening up Long Island tomorrow. Like I was talking to CP before Dizzy came, and they're talking about phase 1, but they also talking about preparing for the new wave of the Rona. So you trying to tell me what? You gonna open up for 2 months, open the stores, but keep the curbside keep the curbside stuff, but don't tell everyone.
They're losing money. That's all. It boils down to money. They losing money, and they can't. The country can't run without money. So basically, is money more important or is life more important? And they're telling us that money is more important. So there's your answer.
They try to sit there and make it seem about they all pro-life and all of that, but after a while, you got to also, as long as they're shut down, they can't tax nobody.
Right.
Because there's no money being made. So if there's no businesses being open right now, you can't tax the businesses, which means government is losing money, which means and then you're not giving out whatever y'all giving out, you're still losing money. So after a while, it's going to be a matter of time before they open stuff back up to get revenue back up. And then next thing you know, the second wave of Rona's back, blah, blah, blah. And then you're back to square freaking one all over again.
Right. It's not over. And I've just been telling people, don't be in such a rush to go back out to the clubs and the bars. Don't be in such a rush to pack the malls and go to concerts and stuff. It ain't over yet. Exactly. So, I've been real careful. I got, I ordered from a small business, a Black business. She's got head wraps with matching face masks, and I've been ordering those, and that's my go-to fashion. throughout this, and you know, that's just what I've been doing, because you know, and obviously wash my hands like crazy, and
right.
sanitize, all that stuff. And then, you know, I just want to point out the fact that I didn't realize how nasty people was until all this happened, because I'm like,
everybody realized that, because you see so many people now washing their hands coming out of the bathroom.
right.
Yeah, I've been
And we
seeing
sold out of soap, and I was like, wait, so what was y'all using before? Like, what was
right, exactly.
you know, so it's just made me realize how nasty people are, but you know,
And the
it is
lack
what
of toilet paper.
yeah. I'm in North Carolina, and we still kind of short on toilet paper, so you know, it's like gold around here. So
Are they completely, sorry, CP, are they completely shut down around you guys, or partially?
no, we were shut down partially, or I mean, we were shut down pretty good, but most of the stores were still open. Right now we are 50% reopened, so the gyms are not open, but the hair salons and stuff just open back up. The gyms are not open. Anything that's close contact is not open, and they opened it back up to 20 people per gathering. They just opened church back up. But we just got to that level, and they're talking another 5-6 weeks before everything is fully open. Some of the department stores are open, some aren't, and restaurants are only at 50%, so like they can only have like 15 people in at a time. So it's weird. I've been ordering stuff online because I'm like, I just don't have the patience for it. I'm still a Jersey girl, so I'll be like, get out of my face. Why are you touching me? Move. Like, you know, I live in North Carolina, but I'm a Jersey girl all day, and my patience is about that thin. So I'm like, we're going to order it online.
I feel you. So tell us about your new single, All Day.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So All Day, DJ Dropsy, shouts to DJ Dropsy. He's in Italy. He produced the beat, and he's been a major push to Italy for my music. And he had my singles popping in Milan, Italy, and overseas. And when he goes on tour to other countries, he plays my music. So he called me and was like, listen, I want to do a song. Like, I want to give you a beat, and I want you to do a song for my project. And the way the project works is he had his artist in Italy make a version to the song, and I kind of basically made the remix. And there's 4 versions of this song altogether. There's 4 different countries involved.
Wow.
And yeah, so it's like kind of like if you ever listen to reggae music and they do the rhythm where everybody's kind of got the same beat, but they just do it the way they heard it. Yeah, that was what he wanted out of it. And I think it's a really dope concept, because you get to hear how we all got the same beat, but we all heard different things on the beat. And that's what I loved about it. And it was so much fun. And I had a bunch of fun. I wrote the R&B hook, and I was like, hey, Lyric, you know, Lyric's like my brother. So I'm like, Lyric, you want to do a hook for me? Come on, I'm coming to get you. So I went and got him, and he jumped on the hook. And you know, that's me. I'll pick you up and feed you. Like, hey, you get in the car, I got some chicken wings. Let's go to the studio.
Fact. She does feed people.
Yo, I feed people. I'm like, yo, get in the car. I got chicken wings and beef patties. Let's go. Chicken, you want some soda? Let's go. And be out. No, what did we eat? We had sandwiches, didn't we?
Yeah, we bought sandwiches along the way, but they were still good.
We bought sandwiches, and then we stopped. I think we went to a Jamaican restaurant too, didn't we? Or we was trying to go to a Jamaican restaurant.
We were trying to go, but that wasn't ending up well because Veg booked you for an interview. Then you had to go.
That's right. And I had another interview. Yeah, that's true. I was like,
I still never had Jamaican food.
Jamaican food is awesome. Curry chicken, rice and peas with oxtail gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had the pleasure. You stupid. I had the pleasure of producing 7 Deadly Sins. But I want to make sure that this single gets its right, proper justice. So if you don't mind, can you introduce this track? And I'm going to get into it right after you're done.
Sure. We got Venomiss. All right. DJ Dropsy presents Venomiss and Lyric G, All Day. This is an anthem for anybody that's working hard, on the grind, pushing themselves. This is your song.
Let's get it.
Yeah. Venomiss. I just want to talk my shit to you. See, they always gonna love you when you're on top, but they gonna hate watching you get there. They hate that y'all got the same tools, you just use it better. Yeah, they say about my pressure in the winter, then get low in the summers. Do my dirt, do my work, get my bag and do numbers. On the vision, get persistent when I'm out on my mission. When I'm stressing, feel vexed, I get the hustle addiction. I'm a hustle, no filter, just me in the grind. To the limits, to the max, till I'm losing the time. Early mornings, late nights, like my sleep is a crime. Stacking dollars, making moves, grinding overtime. From sun up to sundown, I run round. Shit that I used to pray for, I could run now. Pop in these bottles for touchdown. This ain't a threat, little nigga.
I've been working all day, Monday to Sunday. Gotta make it one day. I've been working all day, waiting for my re-up. Can't tell me you ain't seen us. I've been working all day, running till I reach the top. You won't see me stop. I've been working all day. I gotta make it hit, and you can't tell me.
I've been working graveyard days hard. It's that time to say fuck all of this. I'ma go get mine. Got a lot of heart and cowards wanna see me fail. But a little street ambition always taught me well. I go from studio to stage when I'm out of the state. What's the sense of staying hungry? You ain't fixing your plate. I'ma take what's mine and you ain't pulling your weight. It's either me or it's them, but now they wanna debate. Nah, we got the same 24. Let me see what all these niggas out here waiting for. They hands out, mouth open while I'm kicking in doors. If I don't move, if I don't meet, I ain't gotta say more. Yeah. From sun up to sundown, I run round. Shit that I used to pray for, I can run now. Pop in these bottles on touchdown. This ain't a threat, little nigga.
I've been working all day, Monday to Sunday. Gotta make it one day. I've been working all day, waiting for my re-up. Can't tell me you ain't seen us. I've been working all day, running till I reach the top. You won't see me stop. I've been working all day. I gotta make it hit, and you can't tell me. I've been working all day,
Sun up, sundown, I grind. You can't be wasting my time.
I've been working all day.
Sun up, sundown, I grind. You can't be wasting my time.
I've been working all day.
Sun up, sundown, I grind. You can't be wasting my time.
I've been working all day.
Sun up, sundown, I grind. You can't be wasting my time.
And that was all day.
Yep.
Yup.
Forever working all day, every day. You know the vibes.
Yep.
I'm
So
glad you're having fun, V.
Yeah, I'm having fun, man. I don't get to do these video chat interviews too often. It's either like I'm in a TV studio somewhere or I'm on the phone somewhere. So I like this. I get to look at y'all and look at me and look at y'all like, hey, it's me and it's y'all.
Well, you're all fancy and stuff, so we have to make
I
it right.
know. You know, it is what it is. This is dope.
Of course.
So, Venomiss. Why the name Venomiss? Like what brought on Venomiss? The process.
So this is a funny story, but it's a true story. You ready?
Let's go.
Okay. So once upon a time when I was like 15, I had an attitude problem. And
Really?
yeah. Oh, listen.
Look, I would have never known from 7 Deadly Sins that you had a problem.
You know what? She don't. Anyway, I had an attitude problem. I would curse you out in a heartbeat, and I was just so angry and so bitter and like mean. And I had guy friends, and they would, you pick on people, you tell them jokes. That's why your mother this, your father this, and And one day I turned around. I don't remember what I said, but I went off so bad on my homeboy that he just stood there for like 10 minutes. And when he runs to catch up to me, and he's like, "Damn V, damn B," because my birth name is Roberta, so they call me B. And he's like, "Damn B, why you gotta be so venomous all the time? What's your problem? Like, what's wrong with you?" So for like 3 weeks, he was calling me Venomiss. Like, "Yo, Venomiss, what's up, Venomiss? You act all venomous. What's your problem?" I'm like, "Stop calling me that." And I'm like, "Yo, stop calling me that." And people just picked up on it, and it became my name. And actually, I didn't really have a rap name back then. Like, I rapped, but I didn't have a name. So I was like, well, you know what? F it. Why not? And it's been my name since I was 15, 16 years old. So
if you didn't give this guy attitude and go off for him so bad, He never would have been like, yo, you just full of venom and call you venomous. You know what?
Yep. And that was his exact words. Like, you so full of venom and hatred. You so mad. Like, what's your problem? You gotta stop being so venomous all the time. And I always laugh because I had an attitude. I was like, I was going through a lot. My brother was in jail. You know what I mean? So I had a lot of attitude and anger, and I just snapped on him, and he was like, man, you're doing too much. So anyway, that's been my name ever since. And so Venomiss has kind of become my alter ego. Like Venomiss is the internal me. You know what I mean? Venomiss is the side of me a lot of people don't get to see. There's a lot of aggression in Venomiss, but it's harnessed properly. It was me finding a way to harness that energy properly, so I didn't turn into a walking time bomb. You know?
Okay. So with that, do you feel or do you think any other name could live up to the name and reputation of Venomiss?
Nah, that's my name. Like, that's what it is. Like, I'm like, people. It's to the point where people call me my real name, and I don't even turn around because I'm like, who? Like, who? What? Like, people have been calling me it so long, I forget I have a real name. Right. So I just, and like all my friends call me V. Like, they call me V, they call me Vin, they call me Vinny, they call me Veno. Nobody calls me anything that's a derivative of my actual name. So that being said, like, it's just my name at this point.
Okay, I respect that. So what pushed you into the artistry of rap? Like, what was the inspiration or what was that drive that was like, you know what? This is what I want to do. This is who I want to be. This is the lane I want to be in.
I had cousins that had deals when I was a kid, and they were really crappy deals, but they had deals. So for me, that was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. And I mean, they had bad deals, like $500 signing bonus deals. They was bad deals. But for me, being 9-10 years old, I'm like, oh my God, they got a record deal. They're gonna be famous. And I'm from Jersey, so it's Queen Latifah and Naughty by Nature and Leaders of the New School. I'm New Jersey, New York hip hop influenced. So you see all these big names in Jersey, and then you see your cousin get a deal, and you're like, oh, he's about to be next, So coming up, seeing that, and seeing just people grind in Jersey and work. And then my brother got locked up for murder. And when my brother got locked up, I kind of became, like I was saying, very angry, and I didn't have an outlet for it. And I was very aggressive and angry, and like I was just like a ticking time bomb. And I started writing poetry, which is writing is something I always did. So I started writing poetry to kind of express how I felt. And it wasn't, to me, it didn't fit. Like, it wasn't giving me the expression. So I started, Master Flex was playing on the radio, and he just kept spinning instrumentals. And I started taking those poems and saying them over the music. And that's when I was like, oh, this is what it's meant to be. And that's what kind of started it from there. And by the time I got to the last year in high school and the first year in college, like, I was doing it all the time, and I was everywhere basically. So, it's been something I've always done. I don't remember not doing it at this point,
That's what's up. So I'm pretty sure, like all of us, you've been following up with these Instagram battles.
Mm-hmm.
And, the Jagged Edge 112,
that shoe was lit though.
That's a fact.
I didn't get to see it yet. I gotta do usually I do the recap because I can't deal with the sound issues. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta wait till somebody pieces it together and puts it together the way it's supposed to be.
Right. So with that being said, who in the industry would you want to go against if somebody was to put you in that battle ring? Like, what female rapper, artist, or male, either or?
I will put her against Ray Pearson and see what happens.
Ooh, shout out to Ray. What's up, Ray? That's my homeboy.
The indie circuit and or mainstream, or either or. Like,
you know what? I asked this the other day because I really don't know who I would go against. Like, I want my fans to tell me who they would put me against. And the reason I say that is because who I might think I should go against might not be who they think I should go against. I don't know.
indie? Is that for the indie circuit or is that for like in general?
In general, like I tried to think of who I wanted to go against. I feel like putting me against a female is predictable. Like I feel like that's what they expect to do is put the two girls together. I think it would be dope to put me against a guy and go just catalog for catalog. You know what I mean? Because I have a lot of low key hits.
She
I got a lot
of key hits. Like
So, so take like have an out of body experience real quick.
oh Lord.
And
I don't know.
No, I know, but I want to make you think about it because it's like
He trying to say think outside of your point of view.
And I have, and that's the thing is like I've been thinking about this for a while, and I don't know who I would put myself against. I don't know, and that's my honest answer. And let me tell you why that's rare. I've never been in an interview and said I don't know, and that's how I know I really don't know because I ain't never said I don't know in an interview.
I hit the hard-hitting questions. I'm sorry, but I understand. I respect it because some people. Some people may give an answer you may anticipate, but the fact that you don't know means that you really do think about it.
And no, I've really thought about this because I was like, I said this the other day. I was like, damn, if I was gonna do a versus battle, who would I do it against? Now I will say this, like dream versus battle, like my dream versus battle, if they put me against Fabulous, boy.
I've been getting that a lot lately. Everyone want to do a battle with Fab.
I love Fab, yo. I absolutely love Fab.
I think that really a dope battle. I can't even hold
I absolutely love Fab. I love Fab. I love his wordplay. I love his beat selections. He does a lot of hip hop and R&B collaborations, which I do a lot of. And if I could do a dream battle, that would be who I would do. And that's the dream battle. But that being said, like industry wise and independent wise, I don't know, because I would want somebody to really surprise me and put me with somebody out the box. Like I don't want it to just be we're gonna put a girl against a girl because they're both girls. I want somebody to really put some thought into it and put me against somebody that they thought hard about.
No, I understand, and I respect that answer. Like I like honesty. I don't want you to be like, oh, I'm just gonna throw somebody out there so he won't ask me no more. Nah, I respect the fact that you honestly said you don't know. Like I'd rather tell me that than say, oh yeah, put me against Remy, or because I was expecting one of the people that you won an award that also shared that award.
Yeah, no. So and there's another thing about that is like I just feel like as women, would they put us against each other too much? Like especially female rappers, it's always who's better, this one or that one. Who do you like more, this one or that one? And I get tired of that, and it's not really my thing. So one thing in my brand, I always promote women, collaborating as opposed to competing. So I mean, that's my thing.
My answer is always I choose Venomiss.
Hey, I respect it. Definitely. I can see it. Sure, I could sit there and play 730 Cents on repeat and be like, all right, you want this smoke? I got
peep the whole project.
Hold on.
Yeah, please listen to the whole project.
That whole project is a trip, yo.
Yeah, I love that project.
I heard a lot of good things from Katie about Clap, but I want to hear from, this Venomiss herself.
Multi-million streams.
Yeah, we're at strong. That song's at 1.3 million streams on Spotify. That song continues to pay bills in my household. So shout out to everybody that plays Clap on a regular basis because it's people. I have a cult following on that song. Like it's people who play that song. Like they're like, that's my wake up song every morning. I'm like, yo,
it's a gym song.
It is definitely a gym song. I didn't even think of it like that when I wrote it. It was literally, I had not worked on music in a couple of years, and everybody kept begging me to come back. And it was the first beat that I got, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna do my thing. And I went ahead and I made the song, and it was just pure aggression of me not doing music in a while, and it came out. I didn't expect it to come out the way it came out, but I'm glad it did because that is the song that got me to open for KRS-One. That is the song that gets me on continual shows. That is a song that pays bills in my house. Like it has done a lot for me. So, shout outs to Clap. That's my song. What can I say?
Once again, please do us the honors of introducing your track.
What's up? It's your girl Venomiss, and we get ready to listen to Clap off my first album, Heiress of the Echelon. Hey,
let's get it, y'all. Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, baby, don't you? So good in this. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I'm not here for your respect. I'm here to make a scene. Stepping in the club like a motherfucking queen. Say hands up, catch you reaching for the beams. While you skydiving off the bar from the lean. Seems weak. Work with bad bitches, we can. Fly without Gucci over bed. They old news, call them past tense. We out here every day. Tell your friend to bring a friend. Now clap, now clap, now clap, now clap, now clap, now clap. Take them all your time. It's Jersey, bitch. Nice waist, cute face. Honey is a problem. Niggas think they can solve them. Treat them like a tombo. Pop them and dissolve them. When I'm on my Jersey grind, they say they don't involve them. They say I'm hot a little bit, I call them all ridiculous. They say I'm looking at a bull, I call my shit licorice. Skinny on the next flow, chicks is all oblivious. Heavy on a stash though, pockets stack ridiculous. We out in this club as a unit and we working everything while these chicks looking foolish. Live from the pit of VI with the rock, I'm still being missed. Rapper from the block. Slow motion to make it work. Bottle service for purpose, can to make it hurt. We style, they laying in the dirt. Personality over swag, this lane is not rehearsed. Nigga, I've been me. I'm still on a bus or in a Bentley. Even on my bummy days, they envy in the club looking right and we call you such a frenzy. If nobody ever tell you nothing, you got paid and you ain't even friends. One time you hit me up the blunt, put your hands back down if you ain't about nothing. Now clap, now clap, now clap, now clap, now clap, now clap, bass drop. Let's get it. Now rock, now rock. Just rock it. Let's rock. Now rock, now rock. Seven haters get off your top. Yeah, get that shit. New York, DC, Jersey. Hey.
hey.
Sorry, I was having a little dance party back here.
Who was partying?
The one and only Venomiss. Had us back here jamming.
Yeah, man.
You even saw Busy do the Money Rock.
Right. Everybody was dancing. That's what I'm saying. You can't help but love that one. That's like, that was my vibe. Like, I was like, yo, we about to have some fun.
Yeah, you guys are losing hats and stuff.
Quarantine,
vibes, you know what I'm saying?
Quarantine vibes.
Quarantine.
Exactly. Yeah, that's my I love that song because I love to see people's reactions. They don't expect it out of me. Like I get up on stage and I'm in a mini skirt and some heels and they're like, oh, you're so cute. What are you gonna do? You're gonna sing? And I'm like, and then I get up there and I come with that energy and they're like, whoa. Yeah, you know?
But she's adorable though. She'll come in with the little kicks and everything.
Yeah, I'll come in real cute. And they're like, oh, she's so cute. She's gonna sing Mary J. Blige. And then I get up there and I'm like rapping. And they're like, oh crap, I didn't expect that out of you. So that's my secret weapon is, you know, people don't expect that out of me. So yeah.
So I'm definitely look, I'm about to add that one too, Katie. Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm. Listen,
the car ride playlist and then you know what I'm saying? Right now.
That first album is a vibe. That first album's a vibe. The third album is a vibe. The second album was a lot of lyricism. You know, the second album was Proving Grounds. The third album is a lot of vibes. The first, I like vibey music. I don't know. I just like to, whatever mood I'm in, that's the mood we going with. Clap, I was clearly energetic.
So what's the mood for the fourth project then?
The fourth project is right now it's shaping up a lot of lyricism, a lot of self-reflection, a lot of lyricism, a lot of thought, a lot of not so much as deep like J. Cole thought, but deep enough that I'm satisfied with it. You know what I mean? Like I've been going back to my lyricism roots, like being in the ciphers, and like the cipher we have with Blind Fury almost has 1 million streams, 827,000 streams on YouTube, and it's also on Spotify, and it's like in my top 10 streamed, and you know, doing the ciphers and traveling and doing.
We just went to the Spotify.
Hey, yes,
on it.
Yes, you better drop me a like on that Spotify, a follow.
I did. I got you. I really did.
Yes.
Following. I'm hitting the like right now.
Yes, but that like being in the cipher realm made me realize how much people realize my bars. So and how much people respect my bars. So I've been kind of approaching the fourth album differently. Like it's different. I was, you know, as you know, Katie, I was on a label for a little bit. So it's different when you're back in, when you're independent and it's on you and you decide how you want it to be. You know, it's different. So
yeah, man.
Yeah,
I can never do my mac and cheese album on a label. I can't. You know, they're gonna try to control my mac and cheese bars.
Right. They're gonna tell you what type of cheese you need in the mac and cheese.
Yeah, they're gonna tell me to like put Parmesan on something. Like what?
Right. Yeah. No. We're not doing no sharp cheddar. We're doing regular mild cheddar. Like, what did you talk about?
We doing that like, pepper jack.
Right. It was like, no, you need to put it in for 400 degrees, not 320 degrees. Like,
fuck.
It's
how
right.
Dare you?
It's a different type of creative palette when you by yourself versus when you with a label. When you with a label, you're kind of work for hire. It's like, this is what I want you to do, and this is how I want you to do it. And then when you're by yourself, you get a little bit more creative control. Even if you have creative control in your label situation, there's still times where labels will be like, I don't want you putting that out. So it's different when you're independent.
I hear that. I'm my bad. I'm over here adding and buying and getting some.
It's all right.
I love it. I love it.
And buying and stuff like that. You know, I support.
Speaking of buying, I will post it on my Facebook, but it's also on the top of my Instagram profile. I have a storefront where I sell t-shirts, and I have 59 colors. So definitely pop out. Yes, I got pink, blue, green. I got Steelers colors, Miami Dolphins colors. Like I got shirts for days that say Venomiss on it. So if you are watching this interview and you want a t-shirt, yes, go get you a t-shirt. Yep, that's my Facebook page.
Get that.
Yes, get you some t-shirts, and they comfortable too, because I be wearing them all the time.
Oh yeah, no, facts. I sleep with this shirt, but Venomiss is the only person, might I say, that can get me to wear pink and be okay with myself. Especially pink.
Hey, you know what I mean? Like it is what it is. You know, I started out with just the pink and the black shirts. Now I got 60 colors, so that's a blessing in itself.
That's definitely fire.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give somebody that was Venomiss before Venomiss? An up-and-coming artist looking to be where Venomiss is at as of now to accomplish what you've accomplished thus far. Like, if you would have had somebody to tell you something, what would you tell that person that you may have learned along the way that you didn't know when you first started?
Be patient with yourself. And that's the biggest lesson I've learned, is be patient with yourself. When I was 17 doing music, I had people offer me record deals and stuff like that. And I was a kid, like, you know what I mean? I was very young. It's like 16, 17 years old. And I wanted everything to happen right then. And I got frustrated with myself. And remember, I told you I took time off of music, and I got frustrated and I stopped doing it. And I now have had so much success a couple, years later. I've had so much success as an artist. If I had just been patient with myself when I was 16 or 17, I probably would have been way further than I am right now. You know what I mean? In my adult life, because it's one of those things where the thing I was looking for was right on the other side of the door I was knocking on, but instead of knocking, I would just get discouraged and walk away. And it's like, if I had just knocked on that door, it was right there. And it's stuff I didn't realize until hindsight. Like, damn, I could have just did this the whole time. But that was my evolution story. I had to learn. I had to fall on my face and learn to do it. And I'm one of those people that I believe even a downfall is a blessing, because there's always a lesson in something that you may think it didn't work out how you wanted it to, but it may have worked out exactly how it was meant to work out. So that being said, like, I don't take nothing away from it. Like, everything I experienced when I was younger and everything I experienced coming up made me who I am today. So I think the biggest takeaway is be patient with yourself, be true to yourself, and don't let people put you in stupid situations. Like, that's the 3 most important things I have learned over time. So definitely for the female artists, don't get discouraged. There's a lot of BS in this game, and there's a lot of drama in this game, and there's a lot of, like I said, catty-ish and putting females against each other. And don't get discouraged, because there's a lane. I posted a while ago, there's however many billion people in this world, and if 1% still listen to your music, that's still like 89 freaking million people. Like, you know what I mean? So that being said, there's a lane for it. Don't let people make you feel like there's no lane for you, because even if 1% rocks with you, it's like over a million people. So
I definitely can respect that. I definitely can respect that.
My love, last question before we start closing out.
Yes.
When the industry that we are in fully opened up 100%, what are you looking forward to doing the most?
Getting on the road. I miss traveling. I love traveling. I love going to different states. I have done every state on the East Coast except for Connecticut, surprisingly, which is so weird to me, because I'm from Jersey. I go to New York, I go to Pennsylvania, I go to New Hampshire, but I don't go to Connecticut. So I've done every state except for Connecticut and Tennessee. I haven't done any shows yet. And so my goal for the rest of the year is to finish out the East Coast, and then I've got stuff to do on the West Coast and stuff like that. But I've done a show in every state on this coast except for those 2. And so, it's like, even if I don't blow to the extent that I've been working towards, that I'm fine. I've been able to travel. I've been able to see places that I wouldn't normally see. And to me, that's awesome. And I can't wait to get back on the road. I miss the road. I miss the shows. I miss the studio, and I go, but I don't go like I normally do. And I just miss my normal routine of doing my shows and my interviews. And I want to come up and I want Katie to shoot me again. So,
Yeah. Hashtag book Katie K. Hashtag
book Katie K, please. Yeah, she's dope. She's one of my favorite photo shoots. So
yeah,
I come back. I thank you for having me. You always good peoples, and I always have a good time when I'm on the show and interview and stuff. And this is dope because I get to see y'all, so this is cool.
I mean, you really missed. Hopefully, you get to see us at DTF soon.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, but yeah. So, but everything will work out, and I'll be back on the road, and hopefully I'll have some shows in New York, because I haven't done New York this year, obviously, because everything's shut down. But I still have family and friends and lots of people I know in New York, so I'm back and forth to New York a lot anyway. And you and Katie.
I mean, if COVID gets over soon, I might have a fashion show for you.
Okay, I'm down. Let me know.
COVID to be over soon, we can get that back on the road. I'm supposed to have March 30th. It had other plans, so
that's okay.
Corona had its own plans right now. But where can they find you, my love? Because we're reaching the end of our time.
You can find me on Instagram at It's Venomiss, ITSVENOMISS, anywhere on the web at It's Venomiss. And you can find me on Facebook.com/It's Venomiss and www.venomissworld.com.
Dynasty Brothers. Jesus Christ. Where can they find you?
Yep.
Oh, I'm Busy B. Y'all can find me everywhere. BIZZY BEEBBP. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pornhub. You know how that go.
Pornhub. I'm done.
They call him Big Bacon Pieces.
Bacon Pieces.
Get it, funny brownies.
True that. Blessed by busy, you know, bracelets, all that good stuff. Yeah, a whole lot of stuff, and I'm gonna be back on top of anything soon. So, holla at me. Be on the watch.
You already know the vibe. CP the DJ on everything. CP the DJ 516 on Twitter. Rockview ENT. You follow them. You follow me. You follow Rock. You follow all the Rockview family, and of course, catch me here every Tuesday night, 10 to 12, with this knucklehead right here and the hoodie Prince Michael Bostic, and bringing back Welcome to the Red Zone Radio on Friday nights, and bringing back Rockview Power Mix. So stay tuned for all of that. And bring it back to CP, the DJ mixtape volume 2 coming soon. Let's go.
God damn time. So my name is Katie K. Next week we got Bakeman Global. Hopefully he doesn't copyright our asses again. But I'm honored to announce we got Grammy nominated Platinum Bad Boys producer Amadeus in the building next week as well. So it's gonna be a good show. V, thank you so much for coming. I missed you
for having me.
Bunch.
Yes, and I'll be back. Don't worry. You know. Sometimes things slow us down, but we'll be back. You know.
Busy, thank you for popping up on the show like this.
Hey, you know where I'm at.
You know, mommy still wants her slutty brownies and to see the baby, but we're waiting.
I was gonna say we'll make that happen. You know that.
We make it happen. But that was us. That's tonight, and we are out. Good night, everyone.
Night.
Yes.
Bye.